how to raise money, grow money, keep money, then you're definitely in the right place. This is Everyday Money Matters. And of course, want to be a part of the show, I'll give you the numbers. There's 0809 191 3913 and 0809 222 0913. Also 0809 234 5913. And we're also on social media. Don't forget at Lagos Talks 913 on Twitter. Sorry about that. And of course, we are live on the internet due to the wonderful technology of Zoom. We're actually broadcasting live. You can join up with the show virtually, be in the studio with us, and be able to ask those questions directly to the money team. Want to find the link? Go over to our page right now at Lagos Talks 913 and get the link, or head over to Nairametrics. That's at Nairametrics. Simply click on the link, and you'll be right here in the show with us. Good morning. We have our money man in the building, Ugodre Obichoku. What's really going on? Looking very fresh today. What's happening?
How are you, sir?
Oh, doing
I'm trying
very,
not to look. Well. Trying not to look like you.
Oh, you're trying not to look like me. You mean young, right?
Yeah. Trying to look classic.
Very classic. I see. Oh, is that the new term for old? It's all right. Keep on looking classic. We'll stick to our young look, See, black hair.
You were rapping this morning.
Yes,
Sadiq.
yes, I was getting ready, practicing, for the show. I told you, it's all training for
some very lazy rhymes.
Oh, really? We'll get into that after, all right? Anyways, welcome. Everyday Money Matters, Ugodre. Anything in the news that we need to know about, keep us abreast of the situation. What's going on?
Where is Loretta? Is she not online?
Oh, that's true. I don't see... No. Oh, yeah, there she is. She's around, but her camera is not on. But anyways, welcome, Loretta, if you can hear. Right. So I actually did see one or two interesting stories that I just wanted to get a small explanation. Example, this one, equity market extends downturn by 75 billion. What's that about?
Yeah, so downturn means that there was a drop in equity prices. So basically means that, stock markets fell. Right, and extend means that it's been falling, so it's just falling further, and so that has happened. That has been happening for a few weeks now. Even though last week it did end in a positive note, but I think the last few days have been negative, so that's why it is extended.
The news. Looking at it, when you say there's a downturn, does that mean prices have fallen? What exactly does that mean?
Yeah, so when there's a downturn, it depends on the term. It could be a harsher, maybe there could be a better term, but a downturn is basically saying that prices are falling, right? So we're in a downward market, more like but I don't think it's an extensive market. It's just a downward market. That's all.
Okay, fair enough. Right, so time to get in with the questions. Remember, we are doing this live on Zoom. You can be a part of the program. Head on to Nairametrics, that's at Nairametrics on Twitter. Click the link, and you'll be magically transported into the studio. Let's take some of the questions that we got sent in already. This says, hi, Money Team. Can you explain the implications of the amended CAMA? First things, what's that?
Oh, so that's the CAMA is the Companies and Allied Matters Act. That's the act that the president recently signed. Remember, it was one act that we talked about a lot last year, I think, when a lot of the new features of the act was mentioned. There's several things there. I think there's an extensive Nairametrics article on it, but we could just talk about a few of those things. So for example, in the past, if you're going to set up your very weak rent-a-book company, you need to have a partner. But thank God, you don't need to have a partner again. You can just go and do it yourself.
Brilliant.
wallow in it by yourself. Nobody needs to partner with you.
Enjoy all the profits myself. I love this.
Yeah, fun. Yeah, go ahead and do that. So you can register a company without
Partners.
any other shareholder. It can just be you alone.
Okay.
So in the past, it has to be like two of you.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's one. Also, you don't need to have an auditor if you're a very small company.
Okay.
Or if you're a company that has one shareholder.
Okay.
You don't need to have an auditor, right? Yeah,
Okay.
so anybody can just, I guess, audit your accounts. You also don't need to have a company secretary, right? Yeah, you don't have a company secretary. Then there's also reduction in fees that they've done. And then interesting thing is that they now said that they're restricting the number of directors they can have in a public company. So you can have a director, you can have someone be a director in more than 5 public companies at the same time.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so that's new law.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, I mean, it all depends on what you're trying to achieve by it. So in a way, I guess maybe it's a good thing, right? So, being in multiple,
can thin you out.
Boards, sort of thing, sort of stretches you out, and it's also maybe it's good for corporate governance that you're not everywhere. You know what I mean? So
makes sense.
Yeah, and there's a few other provisions there, but those are just some of the
key things,
major ones that would affect, small businesses. And then maybe one other one that's interesting is electronic filing, electronic share transfer, e-meetings for private companies. So with COVID-19 and a lot of all these meetings that you used to do before, that they tell you have to do it in one location and things like that. You don't need to do them anymore. So now you can have those meetings in online. So for example, it says the new CAMA provisions for electronic filing, electronic share transfer, and e-meetings for private companies. You can now register a business from anywhere in the country via the e-registration portal. The new CAMA also provides for remote or virtual meetings, virtual general meetings, provided that such meetings are conducted in accordance with articles of association of the company. So these are just some of the good things that are in the CAMA. So he eventually signed it last week. So yeah.
Yeah, so good things. That's nice. So hopefully it'll make things easier, for the general business landscape. Let's move on to this question. It says, good morning, Ugodre. Noticed your side post about financial market. Please, I don't know if you know a Forex academy that can teach me Forex or advanced Forex, he's asking. So is that something you have to answer behind the scenes,
Well, I'm not one of those who I'm not into forex trading like that. So I mean, there are a few out there. There was one that was advertised this show a year ago or something like that.
Yes.
So it's just that they're not an academy, but I don't know. They weren't really an academy, but they
there's an avenue to learn.
Yeah, to learn and all that. So perhaps you click online. To be honest, I really don't know. Maybe the guys at Nairametrics can provide a few. We don't endorse any at the moment. Maybe one of these days we'll look into that direction.
Nice. Right, moving on. More questions very quickly. Says Money Team, please, on claim dividends from a particular bank, how can I get it back?
On claim dividend, right? So you go to there's this website, SEC website, sec.gov.ng. If you go to SEC website, you can file for on dividend. So when you click in your name, it tells you the companies that you have
shares with,
claim dividend with. So, but since you said you know the bank already, what you need to do is you need to visit the registrar of that bank. Right. So I don't know the bank in question, but if you just do a simple Google search, and type registrar for this bank, it should pop up, right?
Okay.
And then when you have the registrar, when you now get the name of the registrar for the bank, you can then go to the registrar and go with a proof of ownership and all that. And then that's it. You get your dividend, credited to you. And I also suggest that you try and get e-dividend. E-dividend is basically you being able to get your dividend paid directly into your account without
having to go through
all this stress again, and it's not going to happen anymore. So you want to register for an e-dividend.
That's interesting. Interesting. Making life much, much easier. So hopefully that was really helpful. Let's go back to this question. It says, I'm starting a family and would like to start investing safely and profitably for the long term so that my children and theirs after they can get guaranteed income, I guess. I would prefer investment options that would not be affected by national and international stability. Can you help me with some advice? Wait, so is there anything that won't be affected by national or international? I'm just saying.
I mean, like that's very, very utopian-like.
I mean, so where exactly do you want to be that you won't be affected by national or international stability?
That's nowhere really. But I mean, even the US with everything that it has going for it, I mean, you've seen stock market crashes there. In the past year. So, I mean, you can be 100% immune, but there are markets that are better than some, right?
Okay.
Some markets are better than Nigerian markets and what have you. So, what we suggest is you want to have a diversified portfolio. So, you want to have investments in Nigeria and then investments in foreign assets. So foreign assets can be Eurobonds. You can do Eurobonds denominated in dollars. You can invest in US stocks. You can do that. I think we've talked about it a lot on this show. You can do that easily these days through some of your online platforms. But your mobile apps, just download the mobile apps and then you can do that right away. I mean, you can buy gold as well. It's a good store of value. Gold has risen over the last few weeks. So I think it hit $2,000 for the first time ever, I think. So, but it's dropped a bit as well. So those are the kind of assets that you can buy. I mean, you want to get something for your children.
Something that will stay long term.
What's interesting that the way Nigeria is going with the exchange rates, I mean, perhaps you want to just hold on to a lot more dollar assets. Probably, you're probably better off.
I mean, if it's stability you're looking for, those are the two things. I mean, gold and the dollar, I mean, it's as stable as it gets, right?
Yes.
All right, fantastic. Let's take one more question before we go on a very short break. It says, hello, Nairametrics. I need your financial advice on this investment. It says, I want to take, and I think it's saying I have a capital of 3 million Naira. And I plan to do Uber or Taxify business by getting 2 cars and employ 2 drivers to drive the cars. Now, talking about Corollas cost 1 million Naira, while the Nigerian used Corolla is 1.3 Naira. With my capital of 3 million, what do you advise? Should I get 2 Nigerian used cars? So that's what he's asking. Some of these questions.
Well, I mean, it depends on the status of the Nigerian used car. So, it's cheaper. So, I mean, conventional wisdom is that you want to go for the cheaper version, right? So, but then, you know what, Nigerian used cars, when you compare to Tokumbo cars seem to be better used. They are mostly in better condition because of how they are maintained and how they are used, over there. But they also do come sometimes with their own unique problems. So sometimes they have factory issues, sometimes they're accidented and all that. So you just want to do all that check very well. But most times Tokumbo used cars are better. I mean, to be honest, they're better than Nigerian used cars. So but these days people the Nigerian used car market is growing. So people know that market exists. So people are a lot more careful with the way they use their cars in Nigeria. Yeah. So cars are often in better condition than they were before. But I think it's not a bad business. It's not as lucrative as it used to be before.
Because of saturation, right?
Everybody has basically gotten into that business. So the margins are not that much. But if you manage it very well, I think where you're going to have a challenge is not really the price of the car. Where you're going to have a challenge is, with the drivers and the kind of model that you use, ensuring that the cars are maintained. A lot of people decide that the model that they prefer is you tell the driver, once the driver returns the full cost of buying the car, plus your margin and gain, you just give the driver the car. So that's like another incentive for the driver. Sometimes I know a friend who did successfully well with not even Uber, but with car hire arrangements. What he basically did was he got a car hire, and guess who his agent was? His agent was a mechanic. And the mechanic was an agent and told the mechanic that, look, you know what, you make sure that this car is run very well. Get me a driver. Whenever the car has any repair issues, got nothing to do with me. You fix it yourself. And then after a period, the car is yours. Right. So you must make sure you get good drivers. I mean, so that was enough incentive for the mechanic to manage the car, and then he made his money clean. So there are different kind of models you want to use, but you got to be very, it's all about you keeping your costs low, and making sure you're getting that monthly, whether it's 80 daily, whether it's 20,000 or 15,000 or something that you expect, and then have a way of recording that amount as well, so that when you've fully amortized the value of the car. Then how much profit you're getting. So it's kind of like simple. So if you buy that car at 1 million and you're saying, okay, you know what, I'm looking to make 2.5 million over 2 years on that car, and and then you can now give the car to the driver or whoever it is that's managing it. Then it means you're looking to make 100,000 every month on that car. You expect the driver to bring 100,000 every month. So if you divide it by even 20 days, that's like 5K or so every day. Something like that.
So at least it gives you a plan. This amount of time I'm going to make back my money, and then I either move on, get another car, or bring in another individual.
That's it.
Interesting. In fact, you've given me ideas, so I like it a lot. Right, we do have to go on a very, very short break. Of course, if you still have questions, you can either call into the show live, send the questions in via social media, or if you are currently part of the Zoom setup, I can see quite a number of attendees, you can ask the questions directly. We'll go on a very short break. Everyday Money Matters will be right back after this. As it is. Woo! No filter, no check. Oh yeah, okay. Are you ready?
Join us every Friday, 11 a.m. to 12 noon on our brand new show.
Oh, there you are. Oh, I see questions. Game free. What's game free? Which of the cryptocurrencies would you advise to invest in? And can you help with some list of agri-businesses one can invest in? Where I'm personally into some agri-business things myself. Well, actually, let me not say things, more like just one. It's only one I trust. But you have to pay me to mention their name. Okay, now I'm not sure if you want this. Oh, I see. Hey, what's going on here? All right. There your coffee. Enjoy. Bring it. You can pass it. Just bring it. All right, we're going back in. Good. Yeah, you've seen the questions in the. Oh yeah, let's go back. Where's this?
Yeah, read them out.
Woo! Come on. Come on. That's all right. Welcome back to Everyday Money Matters, your financial literacy program. Of course, my name is Sadiq. The money team is in the building. Ugodre, Obichuku to be precise. Welcome back. Still taking your questions. Very, very sharply, there's a question here. Don't see a name. It says, could you also educate me on how much ROI is for investing in treasury bills?
Wow, it has dropped drastically. Last I checked, we're seeing treasury bills at about 3% or something. Yeah, so yeah, it has dropped. It has dropped drastically.
Wow.
It's no longer that.
Yeah, you know, that go-to stable place where, you know, just throw your money in and then you get like 12%. It's all done.
Remember those days when we're telling everyone like go buy it.
Treasury bills.
It's no longer, you know, it's no longer around that rate anymore. It's a lot more. It's cheaper.
Yeah.
A 1 year treasury bill is looking at maybe 3.5% or something, and
wow,
91 days is even smaller. So
that's not encouraging at
yeah,
all.
it's incredibly small, incredibly small. Nobody knows whether it's going to come back up. Like the last one that was done on the 29th of July, the yield, which is like the rate, the true yield, was just 1.2%.
1.2.
Yes. And then
so
the 182 days was 1.5%.
1.5. That means you must be investing in trillions for it to make sense, or at least in billions for it to make any kind of sense.
Yes.
Wow, it's amazing how things have changed in such a short time. Let's move on to this quick question quickly. It says, where can I invest 2 million in Nigeria? Please, how and where do I invest as little as $100 to have a weekly or a monthly return on my investment? $100, key? Weekly return? So do
Loretta,
what?
there you are. You look so sad.
Sad? Really?
Yes.
Oh, your mic is bad.
Yeah, but welcome. Yeah, so he wants to invest as little as $100 to have a weekly or monthly return. He also says he wants he has 2 million and he wants to invest 2 million in Nigeria and as little as $100. How does that work?
What you need is a professional advice. My God, you are so all about the money.
Yes,
how can you invest 100? You want 100?
I want
to
invest $100
and you get weekly return.
Of how much? $1.
Was that a question from Zoom?
No, it wasn't a question from Zoom. It's actually one of the questions in here on social media.
No. I think I'll pass on that question. I'll pass on it.
All right. There are a couple of questions here in Zoom. There's this one that says, what if... I guess he's asking for cryptocurrencies to invest in. That's one. And there's another one.
Check Nairametrics. You have a few out there.
Okay.
Next one.
And then there's, can you help me with the list of agri-businesses one can invest in?
Agribusinesses. So check out for our agribusiness newsletter on
Oh, okay.
Nairametrics. I think that launches very soon. It's going to be
Right.
edited by Loretta. So
Yeah.
check that out. Check Nairametrics website. Watch out for it. We'll give you agri-tech investments that you can do on a, I think on a bi-weekly basis, once
Oh,
every 2 weeks. Yeah,
okay.
you will
That's
get
nice.
that. Yeah.
Sadly, we run out of time. I know we can be here till tomorrow discussing, chatting about all things money, which we love, but sadly, we have run out of time. So, any final bit of advice or message to the people of Lagos?
Yeah, Lagos, stay safe, stay investing.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be tough time. CBN just sort of moved the exchange rate to
Oh, yeah.
380.
Is it 380 or
Um
370? Well, about
three
380.
yeah, it's 380 sell, 379 buy. So
All right, okay.
tough times ahead
Oh,
for you. So adjust, tighten your pocket, tighten your belt.
mhm.
Like I said, stay investing. And if you got more questions, go over to the folks at Nairametrics and drop your question to them. Nairametrics on any social media handle, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn. Drop a question. Also on WhatsApp, on Telegram. I think you gotta, if you want to be in that community, join that Nairametrics
Oh,
community on Twitter and Telegram.
okay.
Sorry, on Telegram and WhatsApp.
Telegram. Okay.
You get all the daily tidbit news, and then you can always ask questions, and then we'll take it up on the show. That is
Nice.
our show for this week, Sadiq.
Lovely, lovely. Thank you again. It's been brilliant. And to all the people who joined in via Zoom, wonderful seeing you. And I hope you enjoyed being a part of this show. Thank you so much, Ugodre. Thank you, Loretta. Thank you, the team at Nairametrics, again, bringing us a fabulous, fabulous show and answering all those very important money questions. Yes, do keep listening to Lagos Talks 91.3.